You guys, look at these people that are at our farmers market. They came a little bit last year, but they are going to be here more consistent now. And I'm so excited that they are here. Get your sign good. Okay, what's your name?
Okay, I'm John.
All right, so tell us again what you were just telling me, that you were here last year, but now you're more consistent, you're more organized, and more people are coming.
Sure, yeah. We've been raising meat for ourselves for several years now, and this is, we've been at the farmers market for 2 years. This is our second year. Every year we raise a little bit more. We're getting better at it. This year we have pastured pork, pastured chicken, and grass-fed lamb. We try to raise things a little bit differently than other people. So our main thing is we're pastured. So our chickens are out in the fields. They get supplemented with a non-GMO grain, but they also eat whatever bugs, grasses, clovers, or they can find, and that makes it a lot more nutritious than a confined animal. Especially even even an organic chicken that was confined forever, that organic feed. Ours are still more nutritious because they're outside and they have the sun, they have the weather. They're a healthier bird. I think that we eat healthier animals. The health comes to us as well. And our pigs are raised in the woods. They have 3 acres to roam in. We supplement them with the non-GMO grain as well. And also whatever falls in, they get supplemented as well from the trees. So they get acorns, they get wild apples, they get hazelnuts, they get beech nuts, they get black walnuts. Whatever falls in, they get. And the last thing, we have grass-fed sheep, so they're out there on the pasture all the time. Just eating grass, they don't get any grain. All of our animals, there's no hormones or antibiotics. Everything's MSG free. There's no artificial flavors or preservatives.
No crap. All good stuff.
Yeah, we raise it for ourselves the way we want to do it. We're kind of picky, and we just have a little bit extra we bring for the market.
So you know that you're rare. Most people think that and all meat's the same. They can go grab the crap at the grocery store and that they can still be healthy. And obviously we know better. But how did you learn that?
Well, I've done a lot of reading and.
Like what? Reading who? Joel?
Oh yeah. Well, to raise animals, we read Joel Salatin and Mark Shepard and those guys who teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
Also, all the Nourishing Traditions books and how to cook food.
Yep.
What good food is. Watched a lot of videos about it.
Okay.
And but actually, to do it, I've always just I have a degree in watershed science. I have another degree in soil science. So I love nature. I love being out there in nature. That's what I want to do. Help the environment. And so at work, a lot of times I end up being kind of a janitor for big oil. I'm an environmental consultant, and I help clean up contaminated sites, but I feel like farming is really more progressive in the fact that it actually can build the soil, it can regenerate the land. Raising animals on the pasture ends up building more topsoil. It actually makes the soil healthier, ends up growing more grass, making more healthy animals. We find a lot of the other animals benefit too when we actually use the land properly rather than either neglecting it or abusing it.
Are you familiar with the Savory Institute?
Yeah, the Allen Savory, I like this work a lot.
Don't you love them? They're awesome.
Yeah.
One of my really good friends works there. Chris Kirsten, you know him? He gets to travel all over and do really cool stuff and teach people this stuff. So, have you ever been to a Weston Price conference?
No, I'm familiar with his work, obviously, but I have not been to the conference.
Oh, you would so dig it. It's right up your alley. It's in Baltimore this year. I already got my ticket. It's like, for me, it's like Hollywood. Rock stars are everywhere, like all my people.
Yeah. You talk about Joel Salatin and people like that. And people are like, who's that? And you're like, well, it's one of the most famous farmer in the world, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Don't you pay attention?
Exactly. How do you not know him?
No.
Okay, so we were talking about lamb. And I was telling you that I don't really love lamb very much, but I mean, if I'm going to try it, I would try yours, or somebody knows what they're doing like you do. And you were talking about diversity, and I'm thinking, maybe I should try again and introduce my kids to it. So tell me about your lamb.
So we have what's called a hair sheep. They're a breed of lamb that has been bred for meat production and not wool. So every year they'll end up growing a big coat of hair like a dog, and then they'll shed it in the summer. So they'll keep warm in the winter and they'll be cool in the summer. And it's also a more efficient producer of meat, and it's also more mild flavor. So people who don't usually like lamb might like ours more because it's more mild.
Okay.
And it's grass-fed. They're out there on pasture. We rotate them frequently, and how you would cook them. Each cut of meat is different. So you might get a lamb chop. Those meats you might be able to fry them the way you would like a pork chop, something like that. You can do them at a higher temperature and quicker. And then there'd be some other meats you might want to cook a little bit slower and lower.
So if I'm going to try to get my kids on board, what do you suggest I get today?
Yeah, so my kids, if I cut the meat small, they'll eat almost anything, but even if I've done lamb neck and I'll braise it, and so it's basically falling apart, and even though it's a tough meat, if you braise it, so you maybe fry it and you cook it in some sort of broth at a low temperature, it'll fall off the bone and it'll be really
Like
nice
in an instant pot.
And we turn that, yeah, like in instant pot. And so we'll turn that into a soup, and the kids would love lamb soup. Also lamb kebabs they liked a lot too, and I would put those in, either the oven or on the grill. Give it to them if I cut it in small enough pieces afterwards.
Are your kids young?
My kids are young, so
Okay.
they're 5 and 3.
Oh yeah, our kids are older.
Their main thing, yeah, so lamb kebabs I think would be really good.
Okay.
For them, lamb stew is really well also.
More flavor in the meat.
Yeah.
Most people want the white meat, but the darker meat's better for you.
I mean, their marketing thing is that pork is the other white meat. It's kind of a misnomer. It actually should be somewhere in between. It's actually slightly of a darker meat. But the reason why they're saying it's the other white meat is because they're confined. They don't actually ever move. They don't ever get any blood flow. So their meat is white, which is a great marketing process by the mass marketers of pork who confine it. But our meat is actually a little bit more pinker, a little bit more redder, it's more flavorful because they have 3 acres to roam underneath beech trees, oak trees, so they get acorns, apple trees, so they get wild apples, and so they have a different flavor. So more flavorful meat, a little bit darker color, it's more nutritious. There's no hormones or antibiotics. When we bring it to the processor, they do a really good job. They don't put MSG or preservatives in it. They do natural cures, so it's celery salt compared to artificial nitrates. They do a good job as well there.
So this isn't your full-time job yet?
Nope, I work full-time. I'm an environmental consultant.
Do you think you might want to do this full-time someday?
I love being outside with the animals, and if it ended up working out like that, I would like to consider that a possibility.
Yeah, that'd be great. So what were you telling me about your chickens?
Sure. I was just explaining the way we raise them. We raise them outside on pasture. So the first 2 weeks they live in a brooder, and then we bring them outside on the pasture. So this is some grass pasture where we have electric fence around it, keeps them safe from the land predators. At night, the chickens go into these 2 little houses, and in the morning we go out there, let them out, and they get to roam this whole area. They get non-GMO grain, and they supplement with whatever grasses and clovers and bugs they can get, which makes them more nutrient dense, get a lot more minerals and vitamins than they would if they were in confined conditions, even if they were organic. For predator protection, like I said, we have the electric fence around them, and we also found out that if you give them mother hens, that they'll teach the little ones to hide from aerial predators. So when there is some sort of hawk or something else, an owl in the daytime, or anything else in the daytime that might attack them from the air, the adult chickens will scatter, and all the little babies will see them scattering, and they'll go under cover as well.
And how long have you done it like that?
I've done it like that for 2 years now.
And you haven't lost a bird since then, you said?
Not from aerial predators.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's worked really well.
Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you.